Hey folks, Pastor Sean coming to you with today's daily devotion. Yesterday we were in Job. We will continue there today. Job chapter 1, down around verse 20. Verse 20, he says, Job arose, he tore his robe, he shaved his head, he fell to the ground, and he worshipped. He said, Naked I came out of my mother's womb, naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And in all this, Job did not sin or charge God with wrong. The whole book can be summed up in chapter 1. In chapter 1, Job goes through everything, all kind of trials, all kind of tribulations. Now he gets some more laid upon him as he goes through. But here in chapter 1, everything is lost. He's lost his family. He's lost his finances. He's lost all of his camels, all of his sheep, all of his goats, all of his fields. Everything has been destroyed. And here he is at the end of the day. He says, hey, listen, I'm going to tear my clothes. That's a sign of frustration. He rips his clothes. He shaves his head. He throws ashes on there. Doesn't say that, but he did. He threw ashes on top of his head. He fell down to the ground and quit. No. Fell down to the ground and cried. No. Fell down to the ground and complained. No. He fell to the ground and worshiped. All of the chaos going on around him. And what does Job do? Job worships God. And then he gives us this great quote that we use from time to time. He says, Naked I came out of my mother's womb, naked I shall return. The Lord gave, and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And then the writer who's writing this down says, In all this, Job did not sin nor charge God with wrong. We are creatures built for praise. This people I have formed for myself, they shall show forth my praise. We are built for praise. We are built for worship. So when tough times begin to crunch on us, when tough times begin to cave in on us, we look to God, because God is the only answer. There's a great story that I heard about Vietnam soldier. He was there, and they were working on these helicopters, and the helicopters were really, really heavy in Vietnam. They were really key to getting soldiers in and out of the war zone over there. And there is one pin that holds that entire propeller system on top of that helicopter. One pin. And if that pin shears, if that pin breaks, that whole propeller flies off, and the cockpit, the cabin of that helicopter goes to the ground. And the veteran or the soldier walked up to one of the army mechanics there who was working on the plane or working on the helicopter. And he asked the guy, he said, hey, what happens if that pin comes out? What happens if that pin breaks? He said, what do I do if that happens? And the mechanic looked at him very simply and said, you better pray to Jesus, because he's going to be the next thing you see. There you go. When we get in trouble, when we get in struggle, when we get in a trial, when we get in an emergency, we call on Jesus. We call on Jesus, because that's how we're built. That's how we're set up. That's how we're designed. Job is here, and he's struggling with everything he has. There's no praise and worship music. There's no redback hymnals going. There's no angels singing. There's no choir. There's nobody doing anything. But Job falls down on his knees, and he worships God in his trial, in his failure, in his struggle. He worships God. And yet we have a tough time doing it when everything's going right. We have a tough time because, I had a rough morning this morning. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I don't know if I can worship this morning. Here's Job. He's lost his family, his finances, his home, Everything has fallen apart and it's all gone. And yet he still worships God. There's a lesson there. There's a lesson there to get up beyond your trial, beyond your tribulation, beyond your tiredness, beyond your struggle, beyond your frustration. Get up and go worship God. In all of this, Job did not sin nor charge God with wrong. He didn't blame God for any of that. He didn't sin against God. He held on to what he had, and that was what he had in here. A love, a faith, a compassion, a trust for God. So much that a few chapters later he says, even if he slays me, even if he kills me, I will trust him. And he fell down and worshiped God. I love you. I'm praying for you. I'm believing God's going to do amazing things for you this week. And I hope I get to see you this weekend at Irwin Hill. God bless you as always, is my prayer.